Yeah, hello and welcome back. I am your host with the most, TheChronicToast. That's right. We're here to dive right back into BattleTech Extended 3025 Commander's Edition mod for BattleTech by Harebrained Schemes. How's everybody doing? Oh, yeah, looks like we got some people, some fantastic individuals here in chat having a good time. Golly gee whiz, man. Oh, we got Izakis, we got Seawolf, we got Tank here. Oh, yeah, hello, Mr. Burned Bread. Oh, buddy. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully your day is going well. Hopefully your weekend has gone well as well. It's a lot of wells, but man, it's important. It's important stuff. Izakis says, did you hear anything about updates? It's been a while. Oh, man. Last that I know, I think we're on the latest version of BEX3025. That being said, we'll definitely be checking that out this week. Today's stream, full disclosure, is only going to be about an hour, unfortunately. I got a lot of crazy scheduling stuff going on, but I wanted to get on here. I got to get my BattleTech action going on. And as long as you amazing ladies and gents are here to kind of watch us make horrible decisions along the way, it should be a lot of fun. So, oh, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's been about a week since I've dove into BattleTech, and only very briefly. Had some technical issues. We're still working on upgrading PCs at the moment. I've got my, I need some more hard drive space for all the video storage and video editing, but we're working through it. We're having ourselves a lot of fun. So we are the Breadbox Privateers. For anyone that does not know, we are trying to ally and keep ourselves allied with the Outworlds Alliance. And it is 3050 September 9th. And the clan invasion has definitely begun in full force as far as I'm aware. We're going to be diving on in to see what we got. Do we have any mechs that need to be repaired? Survey says yes. We're going to repair up that Phoenix Hawk, get that going. Definitely going to get the Locust refit. If I recall correctly, our melee Locust got legged. It was pretty horrific, but everybody survived. Everything went well. We'll throw a small laser back in there. If we can find some more ER small lasers, that would be really, really awesome. But we're going to get to that if and when we come across it. And the Griffin, oh man, the Griffin, we had to have a pilot punch out. And that was better than a lot of other stuff going wrong, which was super, super awesome. All of the important bits stayed in the mech, which was super, super cool. So that's going to be a number of days. That being said, we do have a few other mechs that we can rock and roll in submissions. The question is, do we want to stick around and do that? Or do we want to travel, repair, and get some stuff squirreling away for that? So stuff that's nearby, not too bad. But we're going to take a look here at our contracts first. Zaka says Melee Locust should have strapped nukes to it. We've had some pretty good luck with the Melee Locust, especially early on in low-tier battles. It's a lot of fun. We've been talking about Last Mech Standing, possibly getting some really cool salvage and stuff like that out of that. Especially with this being a one skull and a straight-up battle in the Highlands. I think we can tackle this, for the most part, with the mechs we have left. So I think we're going to dive on into that. We're going to see how badly that goes. It should be a lot of fun. Take care says, or turn it into a melee weapon. Oh man, give it to an Atlas. Ooh, that'd be cool. Just swing and a miss, crunch. Locust parts everywhere. A Locust Fist, laser mace. Oh, ladies and gents, chat, I've missed you so much. This is a huge, huge high point of the day. Oh my goodness, golly gee whiz, man. It's fantastic. It's an actual thing in Rogue Tech? Wait. A Locust for a fist is a weapon in Rogue Tech? Or are we talking about like weapons, like swords and maces and stuff? Because I think they have energy swords, if I recall correctly. Taker says there is a weapon called a Locust Stick. Oh my goodness. Oh, you learn something new every day, man. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's impressive. Let's see. You can do a defend a base. I think we're going to take Last Mech Standing. And we're going to see what kind of legit trouble we can get into. It's against the Pirates. They're already mad at us. No worries there. We're going to hit that accept button, and we're going to see what we can do. We still have our Vulcan, which is good because we're going to need it. Oh, here's the question. Do we take the angriest trash can with 2 large lasers, or do we go after... Ooh, I really, really think we're gonna take the Valkyrie with us. This one has a main intercept system on there, so basically it ignores up to 2 evasion pips for LRMs, and it's got LRM-10s on there, so that's going to be pretty decent to strip away. We're going to bring another punch and crunch mech. So we've got long range and a switch hitter and a close in range. And we've got a long range here, or kind of a mix of both. I say we bring the angriest trash can. Why not? It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. Take Care says description is literally a locust on a stick. Oh man. Seawolf has not seen one of those yet. I don't know if you see it so much as feel it when it like shows up and just smacks your mech across the right torso, man. Zaka says can't find it. Too many selfie sticks in this world. Oh baby. So who do we want to put in here? What do we got going on? I think we're gonna put Azakis down here in the Vulcan. Well, we're gonna put Azakis over here in the Valkyrie. I know he loves a lot of really powerful single point weapons, but I think right now we're going to definitely need his usefulness over here on this Valkyrie to get as much as we can out of that mech. We've got Don Zappo, Harry himself, Mr. Moon Prime, all sorts of peoples in here. Oh, baby. I think we're going to put Mr. Moon Prime over here into the Urban Mech, multi-shot, stationary, not too shabby, and have some good stuff going on here. Azakis, you are correct. Sarvik is not you. It is very true. It is very true. Let's see. Technophobe. We're going to put him down here into the Firestarter. Seems like a pretty good fit. Now we're looking for a jack of all trades if we have one for the Vulcan. I think that's going to be Don Zappo. Oh, baby. Oh, man. We're going to hit that deploy button over here. We're going to see what trouble we can get stuck into. And uno momento, por favor, BRB as this loads up. Mini Toast is making some noises. I'm going to go check on Kiddo, and I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, and we're back. Mini Toast is fine. It's making all sorts of noises over there. Oh, baby, look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunrise, sunset thing up there. Man, it's going from orange all the way into the greens. Oh, it's gorgeous. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, boy, what did I miss here? Zach says, let me know once you get a Mad Cat. Oh, that would be awesome. Seawolf says, any melee mech trying to close to get an 8 mech volley, don't like them. It's true. They definitely get really, really harder to play later on. It's all part of the challenge, though. Seawolf says, not enough Jin applied. And Take Care says, I know Lumina has or had one in one of her Rogue Tech playthroughs. Ooh, that's cool. What do we got here? Destroy enemy units, a 1 skull. Not the greatest for pay. That's all right. We're here for the salvage. Rumor is there's a big mech. What do we got here?
A lance of pirate battle mechs has been rampaging Korean territory on Mylan. They've been razing population centers, burning fields and refineries, looting storage facilities. They're clearly doing everything they can to drive our people out. This is terrorism, pure and simple. We need you to find them and destroy them. No escape and no prisoners. Not much to say, Commander. Shoot to kill.
All right, Darius, that's our kind of mission. Oh, and it's a big rainy Sunday afternoon here. Not too shabby.
This is going to be a stand-up fight, Commander. Your lance against the opposing forces. Intel says that they're near your current location. Move in and clear them out.
Ooh, what do we have up there? Is that a stalker? That may be a stalker. No, not a stalker. Sentinel. Sentinel is the word I'm looking for. They've got like a large laser or an AC-10. They're kind of scary. Not too bad, though. Let's see.
Good hunting, Commander. Olivier out.
Oh, man. So let's see what we're dealing with. Are we in a corner? Kind of. Not really. It's a small map. We're probably unlikely to see reinforcements. Could be wrong on that. Let's just zoom in. Let's take a look at this beautiful scene down here, man. Oh, baby, look at this. Crazy cool mechs. Our target is over there somewhere. Oh, man, it's so glorious. It looks so good. Oh, boy. Well, front towards the enemy. Let's dive on in, and we will reevaluate once we make contact and determine at that stage if we rotate left, right, split, search up and look for clues, whatever it may be, we're going to figure it out. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now, of course, I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to move the Urban Mech first in case we make contact. That way we get basically an extra move before the initiative strikes off. And we can sprint a little closer, so that'll be all right. All right, face towards the enemy. Let's make sure we're in some sort of cover. Oh, man, they're in a line abreast for pincer maneuver. I only see 3 contacts, so that's not too shabby. No idea on tonnage. So with that, we are going to move up with all of our other mechs at our disposal. And once they reveal themselves, we'll kind of see what happens. They are taking the initiative as the Panther 9R rolling on in, thankfully missing. Would not mind getting another one of those, throwing it into salvage and storage. That would be a nice, pretty penny. We're going to play the reserve game. We have all of the evasion pips. And Locust 1V, and I'm pretty sure the other one is Sentinel. This is going to be a pretty mop-up mission, which should be pretty straightforward. So we're going to continue to try to let them make all the moves. And it's a Hussar. Ooh, okay. Oh, I'm thinking Warhammer 40K Sentinels. It's a Hussar. They look like Sentinels. Look at this thing. Look at this thing down here. Look at this. That's so cool, man. It's got little tiny gribbly arms on it. It's got a large laser, so it is somewhat dangerous, but it does not have much armor at all. Unfortunately for them, they have fallen right into our trap. So we're going to move up here. Move over here and pivot for extra movement. And melee ourselves to victory. Oh, baby. Here we go. Ooh, right arm, right torso destroyed. Pilot injury for days. Bazap, bazap, bazap. CT is open. And time for the ultra whammo bammo bunch. Here we go with Technophobe coming in with a fire starter. Coming in to finish them off with a miss, but we've got all of those DAC machine guns. Oh, baby. Boom! There it is. CT destroyed. Technophobe showing them how it's done. Just like kicking the can down the road. And 33% of their enemy units have been destroyed. We're just going to advance straight up into the face. Oh, gosh. Mistakes have been made. We've got the LRM Valkyrie. Crap. Shoot. Well, I guess we'll focus on the Hussar. We'll go down that road. We at least have medium lasers on this build still, so we're still okay. Stripping open the CT as well. Mr. Moon Prime, we're going to jump this mech up here on top of a building nonetheless to get some extra ranging firepower in our twin large lasers. It has one, we have two. Diving on in, and we critted that large laser. Oh, yeah. That pilot is a little bit stressed. Not too surprised at that. Things have gone horribly wrong. The Panther's jumping back, trying to get some shots into our Valkyrie, ripping open an arm. They're going to probably try to focus on that mech, but it's likely going to be too little too late at this stage, is my guess. We're going to jump with the Urban Mech a little bit closer and try to focus in again on this mech here as we can. One shot, two shot, we got a miss and a hit. Another one went internal, and that pilot is panicked. Where is it going with that large laser? Is it trying to reposition and shoot? It is just booking it. It wants nothing to do with this. That's all right. We will chase that down with an Urban Mech, the angriest trash can in all the world. And we're going to get up here nice and close with our Vulcan and start working over this Panther. It cannot jump far enough away from us. There it is, structure exposed into the torso. Oh, baby. Look at that, man. Nicely done and nice and close. And in comes the fire starter, firing all the things. Daka, daka, daka. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Bazap, bazap. Finally got that pilot unsettled. And Sarvik is going to roll up here a little bit out of the way, actually. And, we're going to try to use all that LRMs if we can. And I'd much rather prefer this route here. And we'll see how this rolls. There we go. Missing with some lasers. Going in there with some missiles. Heatsink destroyed. And doing some work on the Panther. And they are stressed. Not too shabby. The Panther's probably going to maneuver. Ooh, it's not jumping. It's going after the Urban Mech. Oh, gosh. Going for some straight CT shots. I don't know. I guess it's trying to save its buddy in the Hussar, but that's not really the best maneuver possible for that. So in that case, what we're probably going to do is send Sarvik over here to get some shots down here. Might as well get a little bit closer. That's all right. Not the best chance to hit, but we do ignore some evasion pips. So we're just going to brute force our way in here and strip some evasions, doing some stuff with that. And it should be all right. Hussar is going to move and do its thing. In truth, we probably should have... There's a lot of floating barrels back there. Interesting. Yeah, okay. What we probably should have done in truth is waited for this Hussar to move and then reevaluated what we were doing. But it is what it is. It's too late now. And we're going to get to grips here with this Panther. Oh, baby. Azakis is asking, can he post his Mad Cat as a nice example? Uno momento, por favor. Give me a second, my good friend. There you go. You should be good to post a link for about 2 minutes or so, Azakis. Oh, yeah. Doing some work. Technophobe, we're going to come up here with the fire starter. Try to finish this off. There it is. There's Azakis' crazy cool Mad Cat. If you get a chance, click on that link. Check it out. Imgur is pretty safe. And Azakis is a straight-up fantastic dude. For those that do not already know, Azakis does a lot of really cool streaming as well. So if you get a chance, go and check him out, doing all sorts of cool stuff. I really, really enjoy the times that I do get a chance to catch his streams. And it's just a blast, man. It's cool stuff. Alrighty, Moon Prime. We only have one mech left, so we're going to drop down here to point blank range. And are we within range of our small lasers? We are, but we are a little hot. We're going to turn off one of those large lasers. They're not likely going to hit anyway. And here we go. Bazap, bazap. In and out it goes. There goes the leg. Down goes the Hussar. That is going to be a pilot injury for sure. Oh, man, and this fight is all but over, ladies and gents. And we're going to have the Urban Mech come up here and melee away. The angriest trash can getting its dues. And crunch. There it is. CT destroyed. Mr. Moon Prime. Somebody got toasted. Oh, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Darius says we're good to go. 16 minutes in chat, and we have already got a mission under our belt. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Salvage is not going to be great, but we are going to get some stuff out of there. Let's see, 30 ton, 35 ton. I think we'll go for the Panther. Why not? We're going to get a Locust and a couple other things too, so it's all right. That's right. Easy peasy, baby. Lemon squeezy. Oh, man. Not too shabby. That's one of the most successful opening missions I think we've tackled in a large number of streams. And, I mean, we're not going to pretend that it's anything amazing. It was a one-skull mission, you know, and we brought a medium to it, a medium mech. But that's all right. We're working our way through. And we'll see what this other one-skull looks like. Chances are we're probably going to want to go in and travel, and that's all right. As always, we're not going to build a mech until we have 8 parts for it, until we get all of the Argo upgrades unlocked. We're well on our way to that, but it's not quite here yet. Let's see what we have for some contracts. We have one other one here. It is a defend base mission. Yeah, sure. We'll dive in and take that. That should be all right. Let's see. We'll leave it straight here. Ooh, we are slightly above 2.5 million C-bills, which is our kind of house rule for when we switch this salvage up a little bit. Pick 3, get 12. Not too shabby. 100,000 C-bills. That's not bad. Working for the Draconis Combine as well. We should get Loot Magnet on board, which is pretty darn cool. Do we have enough pilots? We need 4 pilots. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got more than enough pilots. Oh, man. So we're just going to pull some pilots down here, and then we'll figure out where we are going to reorientate them. All right, we'll leave Toast here. That's all right. So we need someone that's pretty good for shooting down here. That's going to be that hollow down here in the Valkyrie. Oh, yeah, buddy. And we need someone that's really good in melee for the Firestarter and the Vulcan. I think Harry and Red Potato are going to be the ones taking on these roles. We'll send Harry up here in case the Vulcan needs to stand still. That'll be all right. And Red Potato standing by down in the Valkyrie, or down in the Firestarter, I should say, for punch and crunch mode. The angriest Urban Mech with all the guts all the way up here at 7. Tin Can Pops working his way up there towards that coolant vent skill. Oh, man, we're going to hit the deploy button. Cross our fingers. Let's see how sideways this gets. I'm going to take a swig of soda, and we're going to dive in and grab a grab bag of voice. We'll see what we get, man. Oh, baby. Seawolf says, that's okay, I suppose. Not enough DACA for my taste. Add some salt and flavor to taste. Oh, baby. Diet Coke. Not too shabby. Not that great. Oh, wow, look at that. We have the huge gas giant we're orbiting, and one spot a huge giant methane lake or something over here. Wow, that's pretty cool. This reminds me of kind of like what Titan would look like around Saturn a little bit. That's really cool. All right, so what do we have? We have Defend the Cretan base. 121,000 C-bills. Salvages, pick 3, get 12. 1 skull. It could flex to 2 skulls. That's not too shabby. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's an even bigger lake up there. That's really cool. Nice. What do we have here for the mission text?
Our munitions factory on Myland is under threat because of a rumor about the cache of Star League equipment at the site. This malicious gossip about Lost Tech has brought hungry wolves to our door. We have arranged for a garrison force to be moved into place, but we need mercenary units to protect the factory until our forces arrive.
Setting aside the rumors of Lost Tech, this contract is an excellent opportunity to take payment in mech parts,
Which we've done for once, Darius.
and salvage rights, as Korean mech techs are on site for recovery.
Oh, baby, I hope it pays off. I hope it does. Man, there's a river here, too. This is a cool moon, man. I don't think I've ever recalled seeing this. That's pretty awesome. Well, let's hit that begin mission button. We're immediately into enemy contact. That is not great. Oh, boy, they must have popped up right on our sensors.
Commander, our contracted mission is defend this factory. We have scattered reports of incoming local government units. These would be the wolves our employer referred to. All we have to do is hold them off until our employer's forces relieve us. Good luck. Commander, on this outing we have some additional support from our employer. They have point defenses set up around the base. They are, however, offline. We have a friendly convoy with
Engineers. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so the government forces are chasing the engineers into the base. Oh, man. That's not good. We're not going to be able to escort these. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. So what are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with? We have one mech over here, likely another mech, possibly a pincer movement, and a two over here. No idea what their tonnages are, but they are indeed mechs, it looks like. What do we have? We have a Pegasus over here with no weapons. Oh, baby. SRM2, MGs, SRM4. Man, there is not really a lot of good stuff over here. That's not fantastic for us. But we do need to get them online to get these turrets going. AC5s would be fantastic. Oh, man, and PPC as well. Let's see. Let's see. Seawall says, now that's a mech. Zach is talking about, I have only one DACA mech, a bull shark with 4 clan UAC5s. That's scary, man. That is very, very scary. What is our mission? Hold off for 10 turns. 4 of the 8 buildings must survive, and 1 of the APCs must survive as a bonus. Ooh, okay. So we are not really backed up in a wall or a corner. So as a result, we're likely going to see reinforcements somewhere out here, so we can't completely fully commit to this. Thankfully, our urban mech is slow, and with that, we'll leave the urban mech behind for sure. But in the meantime, we're going to be sprinting ahead, trying to make contact. The question is, do they have a vehicle up here somewhere? They have a Panther 9R, getting those long-range firepower going in. Not good for us. But we're going to give as good as we get. That is the plan. That is the hope. And we'll see. Harry over here with a Vulcan. We're going to get this Vulcan over here on the road, trying to get some semblance of perceived support for these vehicles over here. I'm not really certain how well that's going to work. We don't know what that mech is, though. It's maneuvered, and it hasn't really done much else. Firestarter, we're going to have that continue to come over here. And we'll leave the Valkyrie kind of on its own. It can kind of salvo along and kind of do its thing. I'm not too worried about that. Wasp 1K, okay. It's a medium laser. Nothing super amazingly scary about that. It means that this is either a very heavy mech or we've gotten lucky again on another one skull mission, which isn't too surprising, but it is worth pointing out that I really want to get these turrets on, because we don't know what's coming further down the road at all. The wheeled APC is rolling on up. It's got a little ways to go, probably. Oh, wow. One more turn, I think, and it'll be there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, man. Fingers crossed, ladies and gents. This is looking like yet another cakewalk. And hopefully we can get some more mech parts. Build up our stable of admittedly light mechs. We're looking for mediums, but having a good amount of light mechs to fall back on should everything go sideways. I'll take it. It also means that we've got some good barter material to sell off in a pinch if we need some C-bills. We still can't quite get any line of sight on anything up there with that. So in the meantime, we'll listen to Vulcan, screaming forward into the teeth of the enemy, and at point blank range, we will engage them, and we will see what happens. See, what do we have? Oh, we still don't know. Interesting. How is everybody's day and weekend going so far? Is everyone excited for the week coming up? If you're not excited, that's perfectly that's fair. I'm not too terribly stoked about the week coming up. Work is going to suck this week. It's just a lot of hard stuff to crunch through. Not really anything that's end of the world. Azakis is not excited. Yeah, I can imagine, man. I kind of got that feeling for myself too. What I am a little bit stoked about is I'm hoping to find some time to start editing and pulling together some videos that I've done for Baldur's Gate 3 for the YouTube channel. That should be a lot of fun. If anyone's curious as well, I do in fact have a YouTube channel. All of our past and previous episodes from here on Twitch for almost up to a year are over there for all of our BattleTech playthroughs, as well as all the flashpoints, as well as Mech Warrior Online, Wreckfest, BeamNG Drive, Darkest Dungeon, you name it. There's a bunch of stuff and content over there. American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2, all sorts of crazy cool stuff. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff over there. Gone Viral videos are up over there. We're hoping to get some additional streams in on that here shortly. But if you get the chance, go check it out. See if there's anything that you like over there. And I'm hoping to start playing with some thumbnails once and finally for my videos, especially for the new Baldur's Gate 3 stuff coming up. So trying to get some time to dive into that stuff, and it's definitely, time is a premium, but just like sitting here playing BattleTech, I want to dive in, I want to get some stuff going on, spend some time with you fantastic individuals here on the internet making terrible decisions. Oh man, speaking of terrible decisions, this Wasp is not making one of them. It is doing a good job of chasing down here, line of sight blocking terrain. Many kudos to that. We do, however, have some line of sight now, finally, for the Valkyrie. Get a chance to roll on in. It is ignoring two of these evasion pips. I'm just going to let the missiles fly, and that's okay with me. And no actual hits, but we did probably scare the crap out of that pilot over in that 1K. And that's all I'm really asking for at this stage. And there we go. Darius says the engineers are online, and those APCs are going to scatter and try to help. Not really much that they can do, though, with their weaponry on board. So if the AI and operator decides to shoot at them instead of us, that's fine with me. We've got these turrets online now. This should be a pretty easy wrap-up for a mission. And that's all right, man. That's easy peasy, perfectly A-okay with me. Oh, man. But yeah, for this week coming up, hoping that there's no major forest fires here in Utah. The air quality clears up. Work goes okay. It's pretty front-loaded for me. It's going to be a pretty crappy Monday. But we're going to get through it. We're going to do just fine. And hopefully for Wednesday, have some really cool Baldur's Gate 3 videos starting to get uploaded. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But in the meantime, are there any other games or videos that you would like to see me cover? Let me know here in chat. If you're watching this over on YouTube, post it in the comment section down below. Always looking for new stuff and pretty stoked about it. So, Jenner 7D. Ooh, I legitimately would like to have a Jenner 7D. That would be a nice mech to have in the stable. We're going to take our chances up here and shooting at this Panther. Much better chance to hit, so we're going to go for it. Bazap, there it is. Seawolf says, honestly, not excited about what I've seen of Baldur's Gate 3. It looks like Divinity OS with a crappier battle system. Fair point. I have not had a chance to play the Divinity Original Sins games. I also have not played any of the previous Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. My honest answers so far from what I've seen in the early access is I'm pretty impressed with how much of a solid system or foundation exists. I'm not going to talk about the merits or lack of merits of that system. I'm just very impressed with the mechanics underneath are pretty sound. It seems like they can expand upon that. But when I first booted up the game and started diving in, I was overwhelmed with all the things that are on the screen that you can do. It was very overwhelming. Now that I've played a little bit, dove in a few times with a fresh perspective, I'm getting to grips with the system, and I'm actually starting to understand how to use it, making some cool things. Coming from a D&D 5th edition, there are definitely some caveats that they've made that I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of. But in general, I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen so far. And I think that it should be in a good position to kind of go further from there, I'm hoping. I'm hoping they improve upon it. At the very least, I'm really stoked about the possibility here, once the game gets further along, about modders coming in and, quote-unquote, fixing the system to match better what D&D 5e is about. So we'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. But yeah, it's definitely a contentious game in that it's not like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And if you're not a huge fan of Divinity Original Sin, this might not be it for you. And on top of that, the combat system does not match up with Divinity as well. It's taken a version and a perspective of 5e. and copying that over. So we'll see. The story so far that I have had access to, it's okay. I'm not necessarily really hooked into it yet or anything like that. So I don't know. It's one of those things where no matter what you do, something isn't always going to add up. And we'll see. It's early access. I'm hoping it gets better. Lorien Studios does have a pretty good track record of continuing to improve and make quality improvements to their games. It's just a matter of whether that game is going to live up to the expectations, of which there are many from the community and the people that are out there interested in. You, myself, everyone on the internet. So we'll see. It's in a good position to be successful if they can tackle that down. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked though. Getting to grips with it. It's really kind of my first Lorien Studios style of game. So I don't know. So far, I don't have a bad taste in my mouth. It's more just kind of general confusion and curiosity on where it's going to go. And so that's a nice, refreshing approach, I should say. And especially, as to say, because of EA. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. What I really want is another mech game. I'm really stoked to see what the next expansion is for MechWarrior 5. I hear they're going to be bringing in infantry, and I'm hopeful that that brings in a lot of cool stuff. I know NG TV has working on a mod in collaboration with others to make it into an RTS, so that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of interesting things rolling around out there. For BattleTech, it seems like for the most part, most of the interest from the non-BattleTech community is wrapping up. Oh, and there's reinforcements. Oh, man. So what I mean by that is you're not getting a lot of interest on videos and stuff like that or streams unless you're already kind of curious about BattleTech. But the flip side is there's a lot of really cool mods out there, whether it's BEX3025, RogueTech, BattleTech Revised, just, oh man, or BEX3025 Extended. There's so much cool stuff out there. So we're going to keep doing this for a little while on Twitch, absolutely, because I enjoy it. And golly gee whiz, hanging out with you people here in chat is fantastic. It's so much fun, man. So much fun. The Vulcan, we're going to come up here and punch a wasp. Why not? It should be fun. It should work out just fine. Yeah, see, well, it is right. You're saying you're willing to wait and see. Absolutely. Oh, left arm destroyed. This is a game that I expect will be successful, and I fully expect that in a year and a half from now, whether it's fully released or they start to roll out additional content for it, it's just going to get better. The question is just, is it going to match your expectations? So I think taking a wait-and-see approach, perfectly acceptable, man. You're going to be in a good position to evaluate the game later on. Zaka says, I'm currently addicted to Wasteland 3. I've been watching HBFT play that quite a bit, and it looks really, really good. I'm curious how far along the game goes. I'm curious how in-depth the storyline goes. I haven't played any of the Wasteland games, so it's a new experience for me. So we'll see. Azaka says you blame HB. Oh man, it's cool as far as kind of like that tactical shooter, grid-based shooter and stuff that I see HB kind of gravitates towards a little bit. Man, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. It always kind of makes me ask the question on what else is out there, right? Oh man, there's so many good games out right now. It's just really having to like pick and choose what you dive into is really, really hard. Let's see. I can't really get any good chevrons up there, so I guess we're just gonna kind of hang out here and do this and see what we got. So, Zach says haven't played any of the previous ones as well. This one caught me by good graphics and humor. Yeah, I've been pretty impressed. I like the humor on it quite a bit. I laugh a lot. Let's see here. Well, let's see. Pretty decent there. Pretty okay there. We're gonna keep working over this Jenner. It's really hard to see down there. Oh my gosh. And see if we can't get some of this part salvaged off. Taker says comparing what I've seen HB play and what others I've seen play of Wasteland 2. Waste 3 is much more forgiving than 2. Ooh, okay, cool. Seawell says Wasteland 3 is so good, especially after Wasteland 2 was such a disappointment. I'm starting to see a trend here, Seawell. I think you've got some pretty high standards, and appropriately so for video games, man. When I was much younger, I would like, oh man, sure, I'll buy that, I'll play that, whatever. If I don't like it, I'll just move on to something else. And now, especially with a mini toast rolling around, finding free time is hard, man. Especially when I'm prepping to run a D&D game and stuff like that for the family and friends as well. Like spare time, oh man, especially when you're putting 60 hours into work, I'm much more selective on the games that I play now, significantly so. Um, we'll see. I'm pretty excited about Wasteland 3. I don't know if I'll pick it up. We'll see. It's one of those things where it's a matter of time. Do I have time to dive into it or not? I picked up Warhammer, oh gosh, Total War Warhammer, off of a over on, oh man, someone else's channel. I want a tournament, no tournament giveaway. Gosh, words are hard. And that was 5 or 6 months ago. Finally installed that, and it was Casual Robot stream, and finally installed that and played it a little bit. And man, it's fun. But I still think the best game in the Total War franchise was Medieval 2 Total War. There is a ton of mod support out there for Kingdom's Grand Campaign mod and stuff that just expands everything a significant amount, and that game was a lot of fun. I never did many of the actual tactical battles. It was always the strategic map, and just had a blast, man. Thousands of hours sunk into that game. But I don't know, man. That being said, I've got 1,000+ hours into BattleTech too, so all part of the fun. Zaka says, I played a lot of Shadowrun PC games, and Wasteland has very similar mechanics. Just story is even more complicated, so no wonder I got addicted to it as well. I picked up a bunch of the Shadowrun games that were on sale. It was a huge collection on Epic Game Store about a month back, I think. If you've got a recommendation for a good Shadowrun game to play as Zakis, let me know. I've played a little bit of the RPG on tabletop. I've dove in. I'm familiar with the story. Basically, just the idea of cyberpunk in that narrative is a lot of fun. Really, all of them in order. Do they tell a cohesive story, or is it just kind of introducing new things as you roll through? Like, does time progress between the games? I don't know much about the games, just that they exist. I know Red vs. Blue back in the day was doing some videos on some of the Shadowrun first-person shooter games, which is pretty funny. You know, why does magic always smell like bacon? Sort of stuff like that. Yeah, there's some cool stuff. I've always been intrigued in it. I always kind of like that setting. It's the same reason why I'm particularly interested in Cyberpunk when that comes out. It's a cool, interesting way to kind of take a look at things, man. It's cool. So we've got 8 rounds left. It looks like maybe 6. Zap it in. There goes a leg and a torso. That is going to be 2 injuries on that Jenner. And they're done. They're bailing on out. That means we get some sweet, sweet salvage, baby. Oh, man. So we have reinforcements somewhere along the way here. I actually just realized that. So let's go and find those. Let's go find where those are at. I have a feeling they're sneaking up on us, so we're not paying attention. I don't see them. We're gonna send the. Yeah, the trash can back, I think. Well, we're here. We might as well take some shots. There they are. There's the reinforcements over here. So we're in a good spot with the trash can, and we can tackle that in a bit. I'm not really that excited about any of this salvage over here. I'm kind of thinking of just leaving these mechs to it. All our buildings are still up, and we can go tackle whatever those new mechs are. We've got 6 rounds, maybe 5 rounds after this, and possibly at that point we can get in and try to focus our focusing fire on some of that stuff for some salvage. We're just gonna reserve. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. Sewell says, I really like the first 2, but for some reason, Shadowrun Hong Kong didn't grab me. Fair point. Zach says, I don't really think they're connected. Newer ones have a bit better mechanics and graphics, but they're all good for the spirit. Oh, man, that's cool. So, yeah, I've also been trying to look at Fallout 1 and 2, which are completely different than a lot of like Fallout 3, New Vegas, and stuff like that. I've always thought about diving into those games as well because it's kind of that post-apocalyptic kind of cyberpunk, kind of not. But yeah, Shadowrun definitely has piqued my interest a lot more. Man, I really want to know what these mechs are. I really want them to come closer. Our Pegasus is rolling around out here with no weapons. I'm pretty sure the AI is just ignoring it. Our turrets are doing some work. Our APCs are doing some stuff. And if they get the salvage, and if they get the damage in, nah, that's fine. That's fine with me. We're getting pick 3, get 12 out of salvage. What are you? It's a Locust 1V. That's not exciting. Fallout 1 and 2 haven't dated well. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been afraid of. I used to say that graphics weren't a deterrent for me on games, but then I really wanted to dive into Dwarf Fortress. ASCII character sets for graphics, that's kind of my red line. I just can't get around it for the narrative that I want to play, which is unfortunate because Dwarf Fortress is a lot of fun. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Shoot. Where are we even at? Red potatoes over here. We could stomp on that. Tin can can continue to focus on that. On the Valkyrie, I think we're gonna sprint. We're gonna see what this mech is up here. What are you? It's a Wasp 1A. There's another one over here somewhere. Interesting. There's one out there. What is it? I kind of want to know, because that might be worth going after as well. Red potato. We'll leave these mechs kind of do their thing. We're gonna sprint back here. I don't think they can take down all the buildings in the time that we have left, so I'm gonna kind of focus on what we got floating around here. Onishiwa, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. Hopefully your day is going well. Hopefully it is going well, and if not, hopefully we can make it a little bit better. Onishiwa says, Shadowrun returns. The first one was more of a proof of concept. It's rather short. Dragonfall is generally praised to be the best out of the three. Ooh, I personally liked Hong Kong more. Fair point. Seawall says, back in the day, they were the best thing ever, but I tried to go back to Fallout 1 fairly recently and just couldn't. Yeah. It's one of those things that I keep looking at it, and every time I let time pass and look back at it, it just... Oh, man. Part of me is I could generally start learning more about the story in Fallout 1 and 2, just through happenstance, not through intentional acts. And the more I learn about it, the less I want to play it. Not because the game is potentially bad. It's just that, for me, if there's spoilers on the general narrative, suddenly I'm like, well, I don't need to play the game. I have a general idea about it. I've got too many games to play already, so I'll just put that one on a shelf and come back to it later. And as a result, it's kind of ruined it for me a little bit. Let's see, a Stinger 3R. Man, these are not really anything I want to salvage, so I'm gonna let these mechs kind of tackle these, and we're gonna come back over here where we were before. Try to rip the throat out of this Panther in the last 5 turns. That's probably gonna be the best approach, honestly. We'll pivot up here, fire everything we've got, Alpha Strike into this Panther, see if we can't get some salvage off this mech, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. But cicada parts, oh man, I hope we get at least 2 parts out of that. I would love some cicada parts. Not cicada parts. What am I saying? Murdercadas are all right, but Jenner 7Ds. Jenner 7Ds are the ones that we want. Oh man, that would be fantastic if we got one of those. So we're just going to keep pushing up here with a fire starter from long distance with our ER medium laser.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Zaka says, we heard that. I just want some cicada parts. Man, I've gotten some good work with the cicada, but oh boy, we'll see. Azakis says, and now word will spread. ChronicToast is a cicada lover. I mean, Azakis, it's not that far-fetched, actually. In the early portions of our pirate campaign, which you can catch over on our YouTube channel, that's kind of the first playthroughs that we did. 40 episodes from Twitch, all the way copied over there. Pro pirate playthrough, allied with the pirates. It's really hard. It makes things really expensive. We had a Murdercada and a Melee Locust, man. Like, legit. The cicada and Melee Locust strategy was very effective. I was very surprised by that. I wouldn't try that in a few other mods like BattleTech Revised, but in BEX3025, with the way the AI is set up, it's surprisingly effective, man. You give up a lot of firepower to make it work, but it's a nice change of pace, for sure. We're going to switch back over here with our Urban Mech, the angriest trash can, and try to get some shots in on this Panther. Oh, 2 solid shots to the CT. Oh, baby. Nice, nice, nice. Tank Hair says, yeah, keyword there, Toast. Pirate. It's like people don't want to sell you legitimate goods, man. It's hard to fence things that you steal off of, inner house mechs. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Onishiwa says, the UAC-5 Cicada is nice, just a bit brittle. Yeah, over in BattleTech Revised, which is another mod, currently, for example, if anyone's curious, we are playing BEX3025. I really, really encourage and recommend this mod if you like the gameplay from vanilla and you want to see more added to it without a huge reworking of all the mechanics and stuff. BEX3025 feels like a full-feature expansion pack for career mode. It's fantastic. But if you're looking for a little bit crazier stuff that's not quite Rogue Tech level, go check out BattleTech Revised. Full disclosure, I have worked on that mod. A lot of the Dash RV mechs, which are your coil mechs, have been brought into official lore. I've worked on those. that mod is very punishing. And they have some cool cicada variants over there that are official. I even kind of built a coil cicada with a shield armor design. It's it hurts. It's a lot of fun, man. Onishio says, I'm a Rogue Tech player. Rogue Tech is a lot of fun, man. It's come a long way. It's a lot more stable than it used to be. But I know for a lot of people, sometimes when they're first diving into mods, like right out of the gate from, I've completed the campaign, what do I go next? Rogue Tech can be a little overwhelming. There's everything in the kitchen sink in there. So BEX3025, I think, is a good starting point. And then if you want more, there's a lot of stuff. There's BattleTech Advanced 3062, there's Rogue Tech, there's BattleTech Revised, and they all kind of focus on different aspects of mechanics and lore and stuff like that. It's all good, man. It's so good. There's so much good stuff out there. Yeah, I used to be put off by Rogue Tech quite a bit early on because it crashed so much, and I'm like, man, I have a vanilla playthrough that has 17 years in-game time with pilots and haven't had an issue, and I've gotten close to that with BEX3025. Rogue Tech in the early days crashed a lot, corrupted save files. I am happy to report that that has largely been solved. It's very, very much more stable, and saves don't really get corrupted, which is pretty cool. So, man, there's so much good stuff out there. So much good stuff. If you want to see just ridiculousness that is official for the most part, Rogue Tech's the way to go, man. What are we dealing with here? I guess we should probably try to keep some of these mechs out of the way. But we're going to try to finish off. We're going to try to finish off this this Panther if we can. Why not? It's what I kind of want for salvage. We've only got 5 more turns to go, and then we'll kind of round back around. Seawolf says BEX3025 is a good gateway drug. Oh, man. There it is. CT destroyed. Thank you very much, That Hollow. Good shooting. Somebody got toasted. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, but seriously, BEX3025 is like Vanilla Plus. It feels like a proper expansion content along the same design theories and stuff like that as the core game. And then if you want to dive into more stuff with like Mech Engineer and all the cool craziness from like Dark Age and Jihad and all these other eras, Rogue Tech is like the top tier of that zone. Oh, baby, look at that. That turret just got hungry, man. Oh, my goodness. That mech had no chance. Oh, wow. Man, that's awesome. Zaka says, my latest career in BEX3025 took 5 years in game. That's not too bad, man. But those are rookie numbers, man. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up. I think my longest gameplay in BEX3025 was before I started streaming, and I played that game for hours, man. I think my record is about 15 years in game, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Onisho said, I just love tinkering with loadouts, and Rogue Tech is the best option for that. Oh, yeah. If you want to just put everything in the kitchen sink into a mech, pull it out of the mech, and just have access to all the tools, a little bit similar to Mech Warrior Online. Dude, Rogue Tech has everything you can imagine and then some. Stuff that you didn't even think that you knew that you wanted to exists in Rogue Tech. It's why I affectionately call it's the official BattleTech mod that throws in everything in the kitchen sink, because it does. But there's a lot there to unpack, absolutely. Zach says, I totally disagree with mech engineers, so no other mods for me. Yeah, fair point, fair point. A lot of times people kind of want to be like, oh man, I kind of want to start mixing and matching and doing stuff, depending on where they came from, the Mech Warrior games or Mech Warrior Online. And generally when I've talked with people, that's kind of like what I've heard. People kind of come from is, if they're coming from different perspectives, and they kind of want different things in mods. And the modding community is basically accommodated all of those incoming vector points for other people with interest and stuff. There is something here, either vanilla or as modded, in the BattleTech game. It's fantastic. See, Harry, where are you going? Where are you at, man? We got rid of the Panther. I guess we'll go for the Wasp. Why not? We'll just kind of just blast it down. Save our Pegasus over here that's legitimately doing a lot of work. CT destroyed. Harry78, the creator of BEX3025, the ringleader of the Kitty Cats, as it were. Oh, man. Oh, Locust is coming up, giving us a dose of our own medicine. And it misses. Jacket. In comes the machine guns. Oh, man. Seawell says, I haven't found the kitchen sink yet. I mean, it's in there somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Anisha says, like suicide bomb modules that literally blow up your engine. Yeah, or intentionally setting up your mechs to be heat loaded, and you can basically cause them to detonate intentionally. Yeah. Pirate engines as well. I've lost a lot of pilots in the past to those. Taker says that everything else as well, Toast. They put a flashpoint in the game where they did their best to remake a Warhammer 40K main battle. Ooh. I mean, I've played tabletop BattleTech with the World War II supplement, so anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. Like straight up legit. If you can imagine it, it can exist. There was an effort not too long ago, and if I had more time, I'd dive into it, to take Zoid's Chaotic Century mechs and convert it over to BattleTech equivalency. There'd have to be some liberties taken with the technology and stuff like that, but basically a whole new slew of quad mechs. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to graft something into BattleTech, you can do it. There's a whole framework for it, and that's just in the rule set, let alone the RPG, let alone the video games, man. First-person shooter, RTS, just, so good. So good. Yeah, I guess we'll kind of unleash everything here at this locus. Why not? Azaka says, speaking of tabletop, I should be getting Clan Invasion in about 2 to 3 weeks. Azakis, I'm really excited because I'm kind of in the same boat. Gosh, I threw so much at that Kickstarter. I've got everything on its way, or will be on its way, other than the clan mechs. I've got the core boxes. I've got all of the neoprene mats. I've got all of the Inner Sphere mechs. I've got all the Comstar mechs. I've got, dude, just everything you can get. And I had to focus on the resources available to me, and I focused on all the Inner Sphere stuff. So, yeah, man. I'm excited. Hopefully here near the end of December, I'm hoping to start doing some painting as an additional stream here on Twitch. And definitely going to be working through either some Warhammer, Bolt Action, or very likely BattleTech painting. So, Azaka says, I got it all. Galaxy Commander Plus editions. Yeah, I didn't go quite to that level, but I did buy a lot of additional Lance packs, for sure. Man, it's exciting. Super, super good stuff. Man, they're just really, really good sculpts. For the tabletop game, what really kind of yeah, why not? We're gonna melee the melee locust with our angriest trash can. There it is, kicking up with damage. In goes the Slazers, bazap, bazap. Bada bing, bada boom. There goes a torso and a pilot injury. Oh baby. Yeah, the biggest thing for the longest time getting me into the tabletop BattleTech scene was the sculpts. I just couldn't get my head wrapped around it. I didn't think they were sexy. I didn't think they were that interesting. The new resculpts are a lot closer to what you've seen with MechWarrior Online and BattleTech, and I like them. And that was the last hurdle for me to really dive in and learn how to play the game, which was pretty cool. So, super, super awesome. Valkyrie, sure, we'll melee. Why not? Let's go for it. And we missed. Oh, mistakes were made. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. APC's coming up. Cruising through the woods, trying to do some stuff. This has been a pretty good mission. I don't think this was a 1 skull. I think this flexed down pretty solidly to a half skull because we've got all these turrets just wrecking these mechs and these vehicles. Oh, man. Oh, baby, there it is. Oh, man. Avert your eyes, avert your gaze. Oh, the huge vanity, man. Oh, man, that's horrible. That was horrible. That's scary. This is a good example. Usually I am these mechs assaulting a base, and I just get picked to pieces, man. Damage going to the back of the Valkyrie. Bada big, bada boom. Oh, man.
Commander?
We're going to get Harry rolling up here from a long way away. Get that ER large laser screaming on this locust. Can we make connection? And we can. Oh, man, there we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. That locust is rolling in, trying to get some shots back in on us, and missing. That's all right. I think we've got this mission in the bag, chat. I think we've definitely got this squared away. We're going to come up here and melee this locust just for good measure. Give her Potato standing by some good opportunities. There it is. 45 damage going internal. And in comes the Daka guns. The Moira guns. There goes a leg. That mech is going to go down and give that pilot another injury. Oh, man. There it is. Pilot injury for days. Days and days and days.
Aye, aye.
Tin can pops. We're going to come over here and get some shots in at point blank range with all the lasers. All the things that are good for us and bad for them. Bazap, bazap, bazap. There it is. Boom! CT destroyed. Baby, baby, baby. Nice, 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 nice. Seawell says, don't know if any of you came across Silent Storm, a turn-based World War II game where part of the plot involved powered battle suits. Ooh. I don't recall. Was Silent Storm having to do anything with ship-based combat? Or was that not? Because I might be thinking of something entirely different. That'd be cool, though. Tank Hair says, this is why I favor massed LRM fire when assaulting the base. Yeah, that's generally the safer approach. I will say this. If it was possible to melee... if it was possible to melee buildings, I would be all over that. Like, that would be legit something I would want to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist here. Sad days, but, you know, it is what it is. There we go. LRM's rolling in. CT destroyed that hollowing out that mech. Give them a dose of their own medication. There it is. All targets eliminated. Oh, baby. Nice, nice, nice. Seawall says, no, it was a squad level turn-based land fights. Ooh, okay. I'll have to take a look at that then if I get the chance. If you can, Tank Hair, if you can, Seawall, if you could send me a link here, a private message on Twitch. If I get the chance, I'll check it out. I've always been intrigued by that sort of stuff, and I'll add it. I'll have an actual list of games of that style, turn-based sort of stuff that I'd like to dive into one of these days. I don't know if I'll honestly ever get a chance to do it, but I like the idea that I would, so we'll see. All our mechs are in one piece. We got a chance to exercise all of our pilots. Man, that's right. We have, after we get this piece, we are one piece away from building a Jenner, which is a pretty powerful 35-ton mech. I guess probably the mech that I'd only like more than this would be the Firestarter, which is super awesome. Do we have anything down here? We don't really need a lot of this stuff. So we'll focus on the next big tonnage mech. And sure, we'll grab a 1K. Why not? Why not? That'll be all right. We got all sorts of stuff. Oh, goodness, golly gee whiz. Machine guns, we already have 6. We'll stand to get a few more. Same thing for PPCs, SRM2s, SRM4s. We have a lot of these. We'll hang on to those. Jump jets, we have enough, so we're going to shift click and sell those. And SRM ammo, we'll grab onto those as well. So hit that continue button. Nice, nice, nice. Whew, that was refreshing, man. It feels a little bit like SEAL clubbing, but that's a nice positive pick-me-up. Dive into 2-1 skull missions, kick butt, take names, get some cool loot. And I think we'll definitely be set to travel here once we kind of get back, because we got to figure out where we want to go and what we want to do. And no worries, we will get that squared away. And again, we're not going to build anything. We don't have 8 pieces. A Jenner 7D would be really cool. But we're not going to tackle that just yet. And I'm going to go up here, hit that save game button, make sure that this does not get corrupted in any form, fashion, or otherwise. And ladies and gents, today was a very short stream. I managed to stream a little bit earlier than we normally do. Usually we start at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the States, or as Zaka says, Moscow time. And we're going to try to aim for that again next week. We'll see if our schedule starts to shift around, and I'll try to do my best to keep all you ladies and gents and fantastic people apprised of that change. But for now, I'm going to call it good for the day. We're going to switch it over to the stream. Thank you, stream page. And we're possibly going to find someone to raid. We'll see what happens. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And as always, thank you very, very much for a big pile of attention and a lot of fun. And we'll catch you, as we always do, next time. Have a good one.